Hello, gentlemen. So, GGG in this patch made map bosses spawn very often on the Atlas, almost like 10 times as many boss spawns as there used to be. So, I wanted to see if now farming these bosses would be an actual viable strat. So, let's get into it. So, I have my Atlas set up right here. So, it's only two overlapping towers. I could use the third one, but I don't want to. I want to make this as realistic as possible. So the tablets that I used were just quantity of items dropped by map bosses, rarity of items dropped by map bosses, and just generic quant and rarity. The third tower is active, but that's only for quantity of waystones and map boss experience. That's not for loot. So the main thing is map bosses have three additional modifiers. So that's three of these tablets stacked up in one single tower. So I think that should be the most loot you can get. Like maybe you could stack like six of those, but I wanted to use three. And the maps I'm using aren't anything special. It's just anything with the rarity or any kind of quantity plus rarity on the prefix, and that's it. The Atlas tree has the generic biome currency plus explicit modifier effect for each precursor tower affecting your waystones or your maps. More precursor tablets because it's just in the way, and chance to double the effect of our tablets. So maybe some maps will have six additional modifiers on bosses potentially, on and like the additional quant and rarity. Everything else is irrelevant on this side. Having more effective prefixes would be nice occasionally. So extra quant rarity and then some quantity of waystones. We don't need anything on this side of the tree because it's all pack size. I'm not corrupting my waystones. I'm not trying to kill rare monsters. So here I took all the rarity and all the quantity that I could, just generic stuff. And I did take essences. So the speed, attack, physical chaos essences, along with greater essence chances, and to get more essences because that's not the right one. Uh, this one, I think, yeah. So this one has additional essences on areas that have a map boss in them. So you just have a free essence in every single map that you run. So why not? Maybe I get some grid essences, maybe I don't. The rest of these options are crappy anyway. Maybe the shrine one is okay if you want some extra speed potentially or damage. And I don't really need plus one area level. It's irrelevant. So that's the Atlas tree, and the rest is just quantum rarity on the side there because quantum rarity, we love quantum rarity. So let's put our first map in here and see how it goes. Okay, so I'm just going to rush straight to the boss. Any rare that comes in my way, I'll kill those, but I will not be trying to kill any extra rares. It is trying to be as streamlined of a bossing strat as possible and not a like generic rare monsters. Wait, what do you mean a divine orb? You're supposed to come from the map boss. You're not supposed to come from a rare monster. I'll edit that in post. Okay, so I found the map boss. I rushed straight over to him. So let's see what he has. He has fire resistance, armored, and mana donut. That's fine. That's not that bad. He's a bit tanky because of all the extra modifiers on him. They do give a monster more HP. So he does have like, I think that was 6.4, 6.5. What's the loot? It's okay. There's no currency, but there are a bunch of rare items and tiered rare items, so that's not bad. That could lead to something great in the end, like a tier 4, tier 5 item can sometimes be worth multiple divines, so that would be pretty nice. But that was the first map. That took me like 2 minutes because the boss was in a really far corner. Alright, let's name a tab here, the boss farming tab. I'm gonna dump all my loot that I get from bosses specifically in this tab. Let's give it a color. And so all the tiered items, any currency goes into this tab. And the loot that comes from map loot, so the rare monsters, any essences, whatever, goes into this tab. And if it's even remotely close to the loot I get from the bosses, then bosses suck because I'm not juicing map loot at all. So I'm now gonna go do all the maps that I can in the circle of the towers, and I'll be back after that. Just gonna put all the affinities here. So wish me luck. Bye-bye. See you soon. Double map boss down. Okay, lots of tiered rares. Please die, don't blow your magma barrier on me. Okay, okay, decent. Alright, Lupiniera, what do you have? Hmm, I hate this boss fight, so annoying. Okay, give me something good. Oh, okay, okay, not bad, not bad. Okay, so I'm done with 21 maps of map bosses running straight to the map boss, killing the map boss, and killing any rares along the way. So this is everything that I got from the map bosses. It's like 4 tier 5 uniques, 3 tier 4s, a bunch of tier 3s, and some tier 2s. And it's like 11 eggs, 3 alks, 1 greater jeweler ore, 15 regals, 5 walls, an armor scrap, and 5 chaos. It's not bad. And it's 4 random trash uniques in the top right. So it's pretty decent. It's not bad at all. It honestly depends on how good these tiered items could be. The loot is okay. It's pretty average. It's humble. It's humble loot. I'm pretty sure if I had more rarity on my actual gear, I could have maybe upgraded one of those exalts or something into a divine, and that would have been great. But it's pretty humble. It's pretty normal. Um, However, there is one thing to note that even though it's only like 31 eggs, a jeweler ore is like roughly 60 eggs total value, maybe 70 eggs, like because chaos orbs are like 4 eggs each or something. So it's around 60 to 70 exalts in 20 maps. So that's like a divine in 20 maps. And it took me like a minute and a half to finish a map. So that's pretty good. That's like 20 minutes for a divine. So that's 3 div an hour in PoE2 standards. That's not bad, but there is more. There is more. So that's not all. So we did sustain a decent number of maps. We got this one random divine. This is from the map loot. So that's separate. I'm not going to count that in. That was lucky. So I did get 16 exalts from just the rare monsters that I was killing along the way. That includes the essence monsters that I found along the way. So that's pretty good. So that's 16 extra eggs combined with all the extra currency down there. So that's like almost 100 eggs plus the essences. So the I didn't find many greater ones, and I wasn't able to corrupt to upgrade any of them, even though I corrupted every single essence I found. None of them upgraded, just these greater ones spawned as is. So among these, the expensive, like quote unquote expensive, is like Ruin, Battle, Haste, I think. Maybe Ice, and where is it? Maybe Attributes, maybe, if anyone cares about them still. So I'm gonna check the prices of these, and I'll see how much they're gonna be worth. I don't think Body's worth anything, but let's see. I'm just gonna take all of these into my inventory. If you didn't know, you can just drag items from your inventory straight into Alva to check prices. Okay, so I checked the prices, and it's only Ruin and Haste and Battle that are worth anything. And the rest are pretty ass. Even like the greater ones for the normal essence are pretty bad. So going for Haste, Ruin, and Battle, that's the premier ones. And the small electricity and the small fire are pretty ass. We'll ID all these rares, and I'll be back in a sec after I'm done. Alright, gentlemen, after IDing all those rares, I can safely say they are all poop diarrhea garbage. Maybe this shield could be good if I exalt slam something decent. That's not at all interesting either. So I think overall, the 3 additional modifier tablet stacking that I did was not the best. That's bad too. But the loot was pretty good regardless. So I highly recommend to just skip the additional modifier tablet and just putting on more quant and more rarity on your boss, and you'll get more exalts that way. Put more generic quant and rarity too. That'll give you more loot from the rares that you kill along the way. And yeah, it's pretty good and humble strat, and that's all I have to say about it. Good luck, and I'll see you next time for an essence strat.